Good evening, ito po si Manang ng Bayan nyo. I would like to show you guys the speech of this 22 years old lady who are in Joe Biden's inaugurations. She is here to speak. So listen to her speech, is very powerful. And I was touched by her speech. So listen, it's very, very powerful. Okay? Look at this, guys. Look at this lady. Okay. I really love this. Can you see this? She's coming, you see?
Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Madam Vice President, Mr. Emhoff, Americans, and the world. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always
so
peace.
Very powerful
in the norms and notions of what just is, isn't always just is. And yet the dawn
I love her speech. I love the way she delivered, and I love the words that she's delivering.
A nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president.
You see, there's a racist during those days about the history, but thank God, God is so good because God is using the black people to be a mouthpiece of God. Listen again, it's very powerful and I love it.
Only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first. We must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach.
I love the way she said that we can put our differences. If we have something against others, we have to put away, set aside those differences, set aside those anger for everyone. But we can learn from her speech that set aside. We have to love people. We have to accept people. We have to accept any races, any nationalities. We have to accept it. Thank you. And I was so touched by her speech. This means equality. Equality. We are the same. No matter who you are brown, you are black, you are yellow, you are what's that? Brown or white. We are the same in the sight of God, and we have that emotions too. Okay, go ahead, continue.
Out our arms to one another, we seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew. That even as we hurt, we hoped. That even as we tired, we tried. That we'll forever be tied together, victorious.
Amen.
Not because we will never again know defeat, but because
Yes.
we will never again
We never
sow
be defeated.
division.
Because
Scripture
we are
tells us to
united.
envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid.
That's
If we're
right.
to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised
It's a nice
glade, the
voice.
hill we
It's a
climb,
nice
if only we
gesture.
dare it. Because
I love
being
the way
American
she
is
delivered,
more than a
the
pride
way
we
her
inherit. It's the
gestures.
past
I
we
love
step
her
into
smile.
and
I
how
love her
we
firm.
repair
I
it.
love her
We've seen the
bravery.
force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our
She's so
country if it
confident.
meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In
Yes.
this truth,
If
in
we
this
are
faith we
connected
trust, for while
with
we have our
divine,
eyes
if
on
we
the
are
future,
connected with our
history
Lord
has its
Jesus
eyes
Christ,
on us.
if we are
This is
connected
the
with
era
God,
of just redemption. We
we will
feared it at
never be
its inception. We
defeated,
did not feel
and we
prepared
will
to be
never
the
be
heirs of
afraid.
such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So, while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now
We can prevail.
assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a country that is bruised but whole,
Look at the
benevolent
Americans,
but
guys.
bold,
They are very
fierce and free.
attentive
We
to
will
this
not be
speech.
turned around or
Even me, when
interrupted
I
by
was
intimidation,
listening to
because
her
we
speech,
know
I was
our
moved and I
inaction
was
and
touched.
inertia will be the
And I
inheritance
love her,
of the
and I
next
like the
generation.
word.
Our
I like her
blunders
speech. I
become
like the
their
content
burdens,
of her
but one
message.
thing is certain. If we merge mercy
Yes.
with might and might
If we merge mercy with might, we must be merciful. We must be forgiving. I love what she said, that we love merge mercy. We merge mercy into might. Okay? Go ahead.
with right, then love becomes our legacy
That's
and
right.
change
Love.
our children's birth.
I love also the way she said that love is our legacy. The future generations, in our generations, we must show respect. We must show love, so that this is the legacy that we can pass to our generations, to the coming generations. Love is very important. We conquer the enemy through love, by the love of God. Thank you. Continue, guys.
Birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than the one we were left. With every breath from my bronze pounded chest, we will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limbed hills of the west. We will rise from the windswept northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked
She's so
south. We will
brave.
rebuild,
She's so
reconcile,
confident.
and recover in every known
You will
nook
become
of
a
our nation,
president
in every
someday,
corner
lady.
called our country. Our
I
people,
love the way
diverse
you do.
and beautiful, will emerge
Thank
battered
God for
and beautiful.
giving
When day comes, we
you
step
to-
out of
to
the
the world.
shade of flame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
Yes. Brave enough. God bless you. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You see, they are so applause. Lots of they are clappings because of her message. God bless. Thank you so much. What a powerful message. I hope that you enjoyed, guys. It's so powerful and I love it. That's why I want to share it to you. And what I get from her also is love. We can show love, and love is the legacy for the future generations. And I love that. And we can merge mercy into might and forget Set aside your anger, set aside your hatred, set aside, but we must be united. In every nations, we must be united because we are all the same in the sight of God, and we are created by God. Okay, God bless. Subscribe if you are blessed by this message. Thank you so much. This is your Manang ng Bayan, always here for you, praying for you, encouraging you, and sharing good news for you. There is God who loves you so much. Take care. Subscribe, please. Bye for now.